4-H and FFA are a very important part of the fair simply because of the fact, I mean, vast numbers of people come here, like probably about 4,500 people from 4-H and FFA. So, about 8,000 or 9,000 people come here and contribute to the fair.
So FFA is a national organization that's for agricultural education, and it's run by students all over the country who are interested in agriculture and leadership.
Hello, Ms. Bernson. So what are you doing here at the Big E today?
Well, Robert, we have a really exciting career development event going on today that's called the Veterinary Science Career Development Event. A career development event is a contest that FFA members participate in where they are testing their skills and knowledge in a particular area that they're studying in their agricultural education classes. In the Veterinary Science CDE, students are looking at content knowledge and skills that would help them in a veterinary science career.
What are the long-term impacts of participating in a CDE like veterinary science?
So that's a great question. This contest really prepares kids for a future career in the veterinary science field. This is a very comprehensive contest, and it includes very deep knowledge about the veterinary field. So it's a very labor-intensive contest, and the students are very dedicated. And they have to be very dedicated to the field of veterinary science to succeed in this contest. Students that have competed and been successful at the state, regional, and national level often go on to pre-vet programs in vet school, or they go on to vet tech programs. The veterinary field is desperate for trained professionals, and these students are all on the right track. The folks here at the Big E do a really nice job simulating the national contest, so it takes a lot of the stress off the students. They have an idea of what's going to happen on a much bigger level. Instead of 10 or 11 states competing, they're going to be competing against 49 or 50 states. This is a great stepping stone for anyone interested in the career of veterinary science. I think when kids have a passion to do something and they're allowed to demonstrate their knowledge and their abilities, it can only be good for any industry they're interested in. I think agriculture is really a better place. Having FFA and having these career development events builds self-esteem, it builds camaraderie, it teaches kids how to communicate. All of those are skills no matter where they go to work in life, and I think all of these career development events fit that bill.
I have Skipper. He's a guide dog puppy in training. He actually is from the organization that I work for. I actually breed the guide dogs and the service dogs at the Guide Dog Foundation and America's Vet Dogs. So one of our 4-H'ers is raising him as a project, and he's here this weekend to be shown. The Big E is kind of the culmination, and in dog show terms we call it the Westminster of 4-H. So it's the big deal that the 4-H'ers get to exhibit what they've worked at all year long, and they get to kind of test their skills against everybody from New England, which they don't normally get to do at our local fairs. So it's kind of great to see, what other states are doing and the strengths and weaknesses of the states, and learn from the other states as well. We have obedience, where the dog has to sit, stay, heel, all the things that a good dog should do. We do a general knowledge portion, so they have a written test, and then we do a quiz bowl, which is like a Jeopardy type game. In the afternoon on Saturday, we do agility, which is the obstacle course. Timed obstacle course, and on Sunday we're doing fitting and showmanship, which is the exhibitors learning to minimize weakness and accentuate the strengths of their dog, as well as get their dog in proper condition and grooming. We have a couple of dog 4-H'ers that have taken part in national trips, and so when they come to the fair or something like this, the other states hear about it and they say, well, that's great, I'm going to go to represent my state or work to represent my state at those events as well.
4-H brings a lot of youth into the farming industry, which we need. Not a lot of young people are very interested in it anymore, and I think being exposed in 4-H can expose you to greenhouses and anything else in ag or anything. Like, I didn't know that I could go out and milk cows for a living. Like, I had no idea until I joined 4-H. I've learned a lot of patience, working not only with the cows, but also the people that come with the cows. I've learned how to talk to people, talk in front of crowds. So I'm part of the milk quality CDE competitions, and so we competed at the state level last fall, and we ended up winning, and so this year we're going to nationals. I definitely want to stay in the agriculture business. I don't know exactly what, but I love working with cows, so if cows could be a part of my life every day, I'd love that.
I'm involved in the Board of Finance in my town, and I attribute that all back to my days in 4-H's, where it's learning to work with people and to, to share agriculture with the public and even in your towns. I mean, even on our Board of Finance, that agriculture is something that sometimes gets overlooked, but it's a big part of what we do in our town. So I'm more than glad to step into that role and be a representative for agriculture.
.4-H is a vital component of the agricultural programming here at Eastern States. It adds a whole new dimension and dynamic to our programming every day. It's wonderful to see participants from the 6 New England states come and participate here and supporting New England agriculture and continuing the development of youth and the agricultural tradition in New England.
I was kind of a shy type of kid. As soon as I got into high school, of course, being from a farm family and being interested in farming, I got involved with FFA, and John Layden got me into public speaking. I never thought I'd public speak anywhere. He got me into being chapter officer, eventually chapter president, eventually state officer, state president. It was a very good experience for me. Parliamentary procedure, all kinds of things he got me involved in. It was amazing.
Surprises kids, it's the leadership and the public speaking skills that get them. And they come in because they love animals or they love plants, and they leave as an excellent public speaker with community service under their belt. You can't beat it. They've got the leadership skills to do anything. I feel so fortunate that I get to teach what I teach, and I have fun every day.
I really enjoy the aspect of having youth education and an opportunity to learn and grow outside of the classroom. The building in Farmerama, there are so many moving parts to it, and without the FFA coming and helping out and making sure the chicken hatchery looks good, making sure a duck pond is well painted, the landscapes, the floral designs, they really help drive the aesthetics behind the building and keep it looking as good as possible.
The best part of being in 4-H was watching people show their dairy cows, improving over the years, like to get better and better. You can pick up like what the judges are telling you and put the judges' critiques in to make your animal look better for when they come back into the show ring.
FFA kind of means family, because everybody that you're with, you're always so close with, and it just kind of means unity and like similarity, because we're all there for pretty much the same purpose.
First of all, they learn a lot of lifelong skills. Second of all, they learn a lot of citizenship and speaking skills. They learn to work with their communities.